Why, good morning, YouTube. It's Michelle. Happy Sunday morning. It is almost 7 a.m. here in the Mile High City, and I am trying to get this video up. This is my second design team project for CraftyMalaika. That's Kelly, and Kelly is a designer and journal junkie that lives in Paris, and she's asked me to be on her design team for a lovely collection that she has created featuring some beautiful women of color. And let me show you a look-see at the collection again, and then we'll get into the design team project. So these are all mixed up. There's no order, but and these have been cut from the 8.5 by 11. I've cut them down. I'm getting ready to use these in another journal for the next project. But there are journal sheets as well as these beautiful pages with inspiring messages. Enjoy today. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. You see those? No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. I mean, just some great messages for young women and old women, I guess, for anybody. But be kind to yourself. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Just some great inspirational messages. And the colors of this specific collection are some really gorgeous peaches and teals. And here's one of the journaling sheets. There's black lines here and there's white lines on this page. Just absolutely gorgeous. And the design kit includes several tags. I've cut some out. So here's some of the tags. And then there's several envelopes. Now these envelopes I cut when I did the smaller version, but they're gorgeous. So they come on the sheet like this, and you can see the score lines. Okay, so there's the collection that I used for this specific project. She has another collection that has no color behind it, so I'm going to use that as well when I make this one, and we'll highlight that one because you can print that then on your coffee stain paper, or say you've Kool-Aid dyed some paper. Someone likes purple or someone likes cherry or whatever. So let's get into the project today. I have some limited time with this using my phone. So I want to show you what I used to create. These are the two little minis I've made. And what I wanted to do was just start using some things from my stash. I always get these things. I go to Tuesday morning and things are, oh, they're such a great deal, or you find things at the dollar store and then don't use them. So let me show you what I've used to create these two 3.5 by 5-inch minis. So first of all, this is just a stash of some Prima flowers. I was supposed to go to a Frank Garcia class, missed the class, but the merchant gave me all the goodies from the class, so I got my Prima flowers. I have some dollar store, literally dollar store stickers. Tuesday morning, I picked up these Ranger large tags, and they're 10.5 inches long. So what's great is if you score them, they're divisible by 3. So if you score them at 3.5 and at 7, then you have the 10.5. So it folds perfectly in 3. After I did that scoring, I decided I needed to gusset, so I went a 1/4 inch in on both of the lines to create a gusset, and I'll show you that when I open up the journals. But use these tags. Found these adorable bags. Aren't they cute? They already have lines. And for anybody else, they'd wonder, why would you want the lines? But for us journalers, it's perfect. You've already got the lines in the bag. And I use some glassine bags as well. So let me show you the two journals. Again, they're 3.5 by 5 approximately. So here's the upfront and personal. Again, I ran the large tags through. This one is through a Doris die, and this one is through that 3D Sizzix die. And then this one I distressed with mermaid. Oh goodness, it's the Distress Ink Mini Blue Mermaid. Oh, Mermaid Lagoon. And then this one I used Abandoned Coral and Worn Lipstick on it to get the peachy tones. So just a simple closure. I did use the hole that's in the tag, and this is just some seam binding that I purchased off Etsy. Put some little angel bells on the ends, and then there's 2 sewn in signatures, and so I covered them with just some stash lace. This is Hobby Lobby lace, and then you can see the flower collage up here and the little dollar sticker. And then on this one just has, on the back, just has my business card adhered. So and I put a eyelet in the gusset, so that way this string is just in, it's just tacked in. So you open it up, and here we go. It's just most of the collection. And I did this on 2 to a page, so that way you got the smaller size. So let me do a flip. Got the little pockets. I put the tags in the little bags. On this one I used washi as a highlight, and of course stenciling. What would I do without stenciling? So let me flip through this one real quick because I only have about 15 minutes. Some coffee dyed paper in here, and the notes. So this was the end of the first signature. I put all the papers together and it was just too bulky, so I decided to divide it up into 2 signatures. So this one has little butterflies at the end. And I did stencil on most of the pages and added some little pieces of washi tape. So there you have it. There's number 1. That bag. Isn't that great? Just has a journaling card and stuff in there. This is the second signature. Just gorgeous. And I didn't do much embellishments because I just wanted to bring highlights to the collection. I hope you guys can see them all right. I did a tip, and I like this one because the flowers come over the edge, and you could cut them, but I fussy cut them out. And so instead of using it as a tag, I use it as a tip-in. And the center of this signature, I just used the little birds, swallows, or whatever they are. I'm not a bird expert, so some little bird punches. And again, this is 3.5 by 5, so really small, great for, you know, a little prayer journal or tuck it in your purse for some notes. And then on the back of this one, I put one of those Sizzix Tim Holtz photo doodads. I don't remember what it's called. If you need to know, just add me up. And then just put some back. So there's that one. And then this just closes in there, folds over, right here, folds over, and then just ties. And I just looped this one in, so there's 3 ties. So there's that one, and then here's this one, and it's a little bit thicker. This one I used organza ribbon, and I ran it through the hole at the top of the tag there, and then it goes around over some stash rosettes and lace, and then my card is holding it down in the back. But this one I use that 3D folder. I love that floral pattern. Oh, it makes gorgeous cards and everything. So when you open this one up, so obviously this one I pulled out the teals in the collection. This one I pulled out the roses, and I just got a pack of phenomenal paper from E. Hessong. And I forget what her shop is, but I got some avocado dyed papers from her, and they are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So I wanted to use some of those. So here, let's look at this one. We're doing pretty good. And this one is super thick. I don't know how many pages. I just used the collection and added. So we've got the bags, and they have the tags, and I'm going to kind of flip through quick, guys. And so this one, because I distressed the edges and stenciled with the abandoned coral and the worn lipstick. It's obviously more peachy, this particular journal. So this, and then there's the collection. So it's really funny how depending on which color you use to distress, and I've just put in some, and I already know I tried this earlier, and so once I take this out, I'm not going to try to put it back in on camera. So I just put in journaling sheets, more journaling sheets, added some washi here and there, but really just let the stenciling and the collection be all the decoration. I didn't put I may add the butterflies and the birds on these before I give them to the young ladies today. So this is another side of that envelope, and it just has more journaling paper. Just beautiful. So great for wish lists, prayers. Let's see the little tags. Again, when I did this one, I did 2 to a page, so that way it shrunk them down to, you know, the half size. Just fun. So that's the first signature. Here's the second signature. Starts out with the note page. Here, again, I did one of those tip-ins. Love that. And here, look at that paper. Isn't that paper gorgeous? I appreciate you guys who have time to do that. Here's some more of that paper that I got from her. Isn't that pretty? So I just, again, stenciled it, distressed and stenciled everything. But this collection, Kelly, is just phenomenal. I gave my last design team package I gave away to a young lady who's in my small group at church, and she really enjoyed it. And so here's the center of this one. I used a glassine bag, and again, just more, just for taking notes. Again, very, very lightly embellished. Here I had made a small tag, and I just did an eyelet and put just a little something, something. But really just to let the collection, and it's so funny, by highlighting the peaches in this, the peach tones come out. So just love this. I can't wait to, I will use the naked one next time, which is just the images, and I'll print them on my own paper. And so here's the back. I just did one of these, it's a square, one of these. And again, here's some more of that journaling paper. And I did a collage. There's some washi, and then that new, one of those new wildflower die cuts. This is, who does the die cuts? Does Sizik do the die cuts? Whoever does the die cuts. Tim Holtz. And there's 5 flowers, and they're larger. So I just did a little running line there and put the little baggie with some extra notes or hidden spot. So there you have it. My second design team project for Miss Kelly. She's CraftyMalaika. And you know you're a design team member when you have your own code. So I will give you the code that you can use. And Kelly is offering 25% off the collection, guys. That's huge. So you can go buy, I think there's 3 of them total. And so you could probably swoop up all of them using the code. So I will put the code in the description bar below. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. I am going to be traveling up north to Fort Collins this afternoon. And so wanted to get this done before church and getting ready for church. Happy Sunday, y'all, and happy crafting. Bye.